This is the plaintiff, Michelle McNeil. She says the defendant, her husband's cousin, botched a siding job they hired him for. And family or no family, they're suing. That's right, the defendant admitted after the job was done he had no idea what he was doing. And he's right, because the siding on their house is now buckling and looks terrible. People even laugh at her when they drive by, and it's embarrassing. She's suing for $3,000, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Israel. He says the plaintiff's one of those impossible-to-please kind of gals, if you know what he means. He went back 3 or 4 times to fix the littlest of problems and was then ordered off the property. The plaintiff then told him she was going to hire someone else for the job. Bottom line, he did things right and deserves his money. He's accused of being a sloppy cider.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant screwed up the siding on her house, but the defendant says she's just an impossible chick. It's the case of you're sliding on the siding.
Okay, Michelle and Marvin McNeil,
Yes.
you are suing, you've asked us to refer to you only as Israel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Israel's construction company for $3,000, the amount you paid him to have some siding put up that apparently has become a problem. Tell me what happened.
My husband hired his cousin to put siding up.
Oh, he's your husband's cousin?
Correct.
Oh, geez.
And, we noticed that the siding was actually coming away from the house and slapping back when the wind blew.
Did he do the whole house or just that one
No,
portion?
he did the whole house.
The whole house?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you noticed that what?
That it would come from the house and slap. Like if the wind blows, it comes from the house and then it's slapped back to the house.
I don't know what that means. That it's detaching?
Yes.
Like a few boards of it or everything?
It was just at the top at first, just one slab of it. And then we called him about that, and he came out and tried to fix it, but it started getting worse. It broke off. A piece broke off and fell on the ground. And then now the piece that fell off, there's another piece that still flaps from my house, and it literally is hanging out and you can see it a lot. My husband called him about it. He tried to come and fix it, but it didn't work. And it's getting worse and worse. Like if the rain, when it rains, it flaps out. If the wind blows real hard, it actually comes out.
When you keep saying comes out, I don't know, how does it go back in?
It doesn't. It's not actually attached. It just hasn't fell off the house yet. I mean, I have pictures showing what I'm...
Let me see the pictures. What's going on?
It's
definitely coming back and forth off. What happened was...
Why?
Actually, the spot that they put the siding on, it was a bad spot anyway because they took out the chimney on the side of the house. And so when you took out that chimney, the wall is soft anyway. So I guess when the wind gets up under there, and we had a windstorm out there at that time, it popped it out. So
why can't you just put the siding the way the siding's supposed to be?
Well,
is this your job? Do you put siding on for a living, or you do something else?
Yeah,
what is your job?
Yeah, well, I do all kinds of phases of remodeling of houses, and I have never had any suits or any.
Are you a licensed contractor?
Yes, I'm a licensed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your answer? That it's a soft wall, it's the wall's fault? I mean, that's not cutting.
What I did was I admitted that it had to be something that I did wrong. I went out there like twice.
What is it you did wrong? Have you figured it out?
Well, the guy that I have helped doing it, he probably didn't do it exactly right. So
no, we know that. What did he do wrong? Have you figured it out?
I don't think he cut it properly. That's what I'm thinking it could be.
And in fact, your new company tells you that what?
My new company?
Don't you have a new company now that you're proposing to have do it?
Yes, ma'am. For one, he puts it too tight. He's using the wrong screw. I have drywall nails in my siding. I took pictures, you can see it hanging out. You're not supposed to even use drywall nails. And another thing, he told us, me and my husband, in our driveway, he didn't even know how to put siding on. He asked my husband to help him put it on, and he'll pay my husband. My husband said no. And I told him, we didn't pay my husband to help you put it on. We paid you. That's your company. He did not know what he was doing, Your Honor.
Why don't you stop him?
Well, he came when we were at work. That's the thing. Another thing about it, he would show up at our house while we were at work.
Well, that's his work, and I mean that makes sense. It's not cagey.
Well, and see, I've never seen anything he ever did. I looked at it like we were our house was the first house he ever practiced on.
That's not true. That's not true.
Well, so now what have you done to try to correct this problem? You've gone to a new company.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
And the new company tells you what? To remove and replace. Is this just a problem on one wall?
It's actually, there's different things going around the whole house. At the peak of my house, I have to where birds go in and stuff now because he never put siding up there, which he was supposed to.
Do you have a picture of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see. Let me see all the pictures that you have.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. You just dropped it.
That bird thing where they had the chimney at, where they had the whole chimney taken out. They had all that took out before we even got started.
So?
And so when when her insurance company, my insurance company went out there, the insurance company said it was okay job. They had to inspect it. And then I went
What's
out
this
there.
over here?
That's where he was supposed to put siding. That's the peak of the house where at the top where he was supposed to put siding up. And now I have birds and probably squirrels.
Why didn't you put siding there?
No, because that was where everything was taken off because of the gutters and everything was stripped off of there.
I don't understand what you're saying. Did you finish that or you didn't finish that?
No, I didn't finish that because I wasn't supposed to finish at the time because at the time was nothing there, period.
I don't understand why you don't cut a piece of siding to fit that and cover it. Why would you leave it open?
The whole problem, Your Honor, it is I agreed to do anything for replacing and doing. When I went up there to fix it, she stopped me.
Yeah,
she
I would
said,
too. What's going on here? This is the wall, and where's the rest of the siding here?
That's actually my garage, ma'am. And
I never did know that garage.
he didn't, and it was supposed to be included. My garage.
Well, I don't know. Let me see your contract.
No, it wasn't included.
Well, we'll just look at the contract and figure out what was included and what was not. Give me the contract you have with him.
I have two different ones. He wrote out two different ones.
Oh, why is that?
I think it was to scam my insurance company.
Were you shocked and appalled when you discovered that? Or are you the one who directed him to do it?
No, I actually didn't talk to him about it.
please.
It was more
Well,
my
it's you or your husband?
Yeah, it was my husband.
Exactly. Yeah, so there's the 6,881, and then there's a personal
That was
one
the
for
original price.
4,880.
That was the original price.
Neither of which were paid because what was
the
actually paid
insurance
was
company.
3,000. There's no dispute about that, right?
Right.
Correct.
Now, what is your defense to the lawsuit?
So, do homeowners typically, when they have a problem with a house, if there's wind gusts that damage something or somebody drives into the house, do they typically try to screw over the insurance company by getting estimates that are higher than the actual cost of repairing the property? Be honest.
I think some do, but usually you get an appraiser and they would have their own professional opinion.
Well, okay, but do they try and do this? Is that part of the game?
Some people would.
Boy, you're being so cautious, sir. What do you think?
Oh, I think so. Yes, I think they do.
Do they do that, guys?
I think so.
Yes.
Do you know what? I just looked at this guy. I got to tell you this. This is weird, but do you know who you look like? Who do people tell you look like? I swear, I just saw this.
I don't know.
You look like Robert De Niro. You do. You have his face. Do you see this at all? Anybody? Am I crazy? Okay, the answer was yes to the last, going inside the courtroom.
Well, the only defense I had was when I went back to try to do work on it, was just one piece that she was complaining about. She wanted to do the whole job. And I would do anything to fix it. But she had a guy come out there, contractor come out there and said, oh, this is a crappy job. This whole thing is terrible. I'd do this thing for a little bit of nothing. Any contractor would do that. And so when I went back, the insurance said go back and put that piece in there right. She told me, get off the ladder, don't do anything. So that's the reason why we're here.
How many times had you tried to fix the piece at that point?
3 times. The third time is when she.
Okay, how many times is that? I agree with you that if she doesn't let you fix it once, she's a jerk. But after she's let you try to fix it 3 times and the problem keeps happening, don't you think that maybe she's justified in losing a little bit of faith in your skills?
Yes, ma'am.
Particularly when pigeons are getting inside her house?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
return the money. $3,000 verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Plaintiff gets the money back, and the defendant comes out into the hallway right here, smiling, but having lost this decision.
Yes, I lost, but that particular spot, it was messed up on it, and it's just how it goes. It kept messing up, and I just had to suffer.
It's a word of mouth business, right?
Yes,
For you, you know. So
yes,
this isn't going to help you much.
Well, that's all right. That's all right.
All right. Good luck. Good luck. All right. Head right down this way. Maybe not his finest work. Was it? You chalk it up to maybe a mistake or what?
No, he actually came to me and my husband and literally told us that he did not know what he was doing. So, I mean,
how'd you like that? Hearing that when you hire a guy and pay him?
I think you could have seen smoke blowing from my head. Mm-hmm. I was really angry, and I didn't want him to finish it.
Maybe you didn't do the right research before you hired somebody?
That's true. I mean, I let my husband make the decisions as far as all that type of stuff, and
you blaming the husband?
No, but he's the man, and
okay.
you know, he the one who deals with the house and stuff.
All right, over to Harvey.
So if you get a home improvement job done, I'm telling you, it is so important that what you need to do is get an email from the person doing it. I mean, ideally put it in the contract, but at the very least, get an email from the person doing the job ahead of time, laying out specifically what's supposed to be done. And when I say specifically, I mean materials used, scope of the job, price of the job, length of the job, everything you can think of. I'm telling you, it will serve you in the end.